여러분은요, Ashley입니다, and today's reading is for the BTS comeback, which is on the 20th, and I'm very excited about it. I'm always excited about it. As you see, I busted out my Love Yourself hoodie. It's been sitting in my closet for so long, because I live in Florida, and you can only wear your hoodies a small portion of the year, unless you're weird like me and you don't mind sweating to death. But, yeah, I dug it out. And, yeah, it's BTS day, everybody. Let's get into this video. Alright, we'll start with the green ones like we always do. Yeah, let's see. Oh, cute. Leo got this too. Unicorn. Unicorn, indicates great blessings, joy, harmony, happiness, inspiration, hope. J-Hope. Sorry, I had to say it. I like that. I like that it's the first card for their comeback reading. Because, let's face it, BTS, one, they bring great joy to people, such as myself. But they have themselves received many blessings. Like, they are very successful. They are very blessed. And this really just makes me think, okay, that's going to continue. That's already a good sign for me for this comeback. And, like, have you guys seen the teaser images? They're very, comfy looking. And, oh, what came out today? Teaser, first teaser. And they're sitting around a campfire. It's very nice, very cute and cozy, and I love it. Okay. This is another good one. This is about firm foundations and financial or material gain. So it's a good indicator that this will once again be a very successful comeback for them. Let's see. Oh, okay. This king indicates creative energy. Like, powerful, because he's a king. Powerful creative energy, which obviously BTS has exhibited over the years. He is the king of the creation of art and music and literature. Basically, any type of creative outlet, which, again, appropriate creator of music and art. So this will, again, obviously be, I think, a beautiful little album. I think Dynamite's on it, which, I mean, there's 8 versions, or there's a ridiculous amount of versions of that song, but I still love it. Even my sister the other day texted me and said, I know every word to that Dynamite song, and I dance to it when it comes on in the car. And she's like, I hate you for this. I said, you've only heard it twice in the car with me. Okay, twice. If you know it, that's on you. Don't blame me. P.S. Welcome to the army, bitch. And she's like, shut up. I'm gonna get her. I'll convert her. It's totally not the music that she listens to. It's the complete opposite. But I'm gonna get her. You watch. She's slowly being sucked in. Yeah. So, abundance, creative energy, the creation of art and music. Very appropriate. Very appropriate for BTS. Okay. She indicates maybe needing to take a step back and look at things. Hair everywhere. Meditation, which I've seen a lot of photos of V lately, over the last few months, that are just him sitting out in a yard just full on meditating. But she also indicates planning, so I think maybe a lot of thought and planning went into this album. I'm sure the video had a lot of thought put into it as well, but you know, their album. Let's see. Okay. This is another card that can indicate temporary setbacks or needing to look at things another way. And didn't Jimin say that in an interview about how with, you know, ye old plague and lockdown, that it changed the way that they do things, right? It was something like that. I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was something along the lines of, you know, lockdown made them do things differently, or they had to plan things differently. So I think that's maybe what these things are about. We've seen V meditating. Everybody's had to change the way they do things. Okay. I like this one a lot. This could represent them, because it's about partnership, commitment, friendship, cooperation, harmony. And you know, they've said, obviously, they spend a lot of time together. Obviously, they don't always agree, but they always come to an understanding, and they obviously work well together. They're obviously all friends with each other. I mean, the last album had the song Friends, right? That's V and Jimin, and I'm obsessed with it. I love that song so much. It's so cute. Anyway, this is another good one. The green lady indicates growth or expansion moving forward. So I think that with this comeback, you know, it's going to be another one that inspires people. It's going to bring joy to people. They're going to benefit from it. I think ARMY benefits every time they release anything. We might get a good sense of their creative process, or see a different creative side to them, a more creative side to them. But it's definitely going to be something that propels them forward and brings growth and expansion to them as a group or as a brand. And maybe we'll see more instances of, like, not more instances, but like you might really get that like friendship-y sort of vibe. I mean, and I kind of did with the teaser images of them just being like all comfy and sitting together, or that teaser video when they're sitting around a campfire. And did I see something about Cookie directing it? That's new and different and creative for him, isn't it? Didn't I see that this morning? I don't know. I think I did. Let me know if I actually did. I'm going to double check it, but I'm pretty sure I saw that. Jungkook directed this music video that we're getting. Let's move on to the next pile, shall we? Alright. There are a lot of cards for this one. There's a lot. There's a lot. Last week this one didn't want to say anything. This week it won't shut up. Anyway. Let's see. Oh, okay. Page of Pentacles. Manifestation, financial opportunities. Obviously, I think that they are just lousy with financial opportunities. Every time I turn around, there's a different commercial on that's featuring them or their song or something. Actually, my best friend said the way she learned Dynamite is because she kept seeing that cell phone commercial on TV. But this card indicates also skill development, which if Cookie's directing music video now, so obviously he's developing a skill. But this is also a card that makes me think of Suga, because this card says that you can create whatever you want to create. Like, you're capable of manifesting anything, and Suga, if you haven't noticed, is clearly one of those speak things into existence type of persons. So I think like this indicates that energy. Suga is capable of manifesting things verbally. You know, he says, oh, we're gonna do this, and then it happens. It might take a year or two, but it happens. That's my Suga card. And I'm throwing out that first one as J-Hope just because this is the word hope in it. Anyway, next one is about personal beliefs. This is the Hierophant in reverse. It's about personal beliefs, freedom, challenging the status quo, and following your own path, which BTS has done. They've had songs about that, about following your own dreams, living your own dreams, not doing things because it's what other people want you to do. So maybe that's another aspect we're getting with this album. They're gonna continue that line of thought of creating your own destiny, being your own person, questioning things. Interesting. Hi Priestess. This is another one about meditation. And even though we saw Tay meditating a lot, maybe they all did. Maybe they all took time out just to reevaluate, connect with their intuition, and just really apply it to what they're creating. I like that. Take the time out to get yourself right so you can create something wonderful. Let's see. Ooh, King of Wands. This could be all of them, really. Like, this card is just about, like, being a natural born leader. Having honor. Being visionary, which I believe BTS is. It talks about, like, the King of Wands is somebody who exhibits energy that people are drawn to, and we've clearly, we've seen that, you know, such as my sister, who knows nothing about anything K-pop or Korea related, is dancing to Dynamite in her car. Like, the people who show up for them outside of red carpets here for award shows, and everybody I talk to is like, oh my god, there's so many. I'm like, yeah, they've been around for years. I've been telling you, you just didn't want to hear it. And people, I think, really do gravitate to them, are really drawn to them. But this card really indicates that you are here to leave a legacy, and I think they're doing that. And this album really might be well, they all are stepping stones, but this one might be one of the ones people talk about a lot. Like, 'cause some of them I forget it, like Dark and Wild. I love that album. I love Danger, but I forget it exists. It's not forgettable, it's just when I think about BTS, if somebody asks me about BTS, I don't go directly to that album. And I love it, though. It's a great album. But I think this one's going to be not like that. It's going to be one of the ones that people are like, oh, well, let me show you this. 7. I love when we get numbers that match. Like, anytime I get a 6 in a VIX reading, that indicates VIX to me, whether it actually does or not. But there's 7. 7 of Pentacles is about long-term views, sustainable goals, like seeing your path and knowing what your end goal is. It's about perseverance and hard work. Your hard work paying off, which BTS, they've been around for like, what, 7 years. There's 7 members. They've definitely worked hard to get where they are. And they're obviously now really enjoying the rewards of all of that effort that they made. And I think that is something else that BTS is really good at. They look at the long term. They don't look at what they're creating now. They look at what else they'll be creating later. And they always seem to tell stories or have, like, even their first set of albums, like the school era, there were multiple albums that followed the same theme. So they've always put a lot of forethought into what they're creating. And they're telling a story, and everything kind of blends together cohesively, you know. That's something they've always been very good at. And it has for them, you know, because it's 7 of Pentacles. indicates sustainable results. That is something that they've obviously achieved. They've managed to sustain themselves for a number of years, and I'll believe that they will continue to do so for another great many a year. Ooh. What is this? Wheel of Fortune. Sorry, I had a dumb moment. The Wheel of Fortune is about destiny, luck, using your intuition, but it also tells you something else that BTS is very big on is to be kind, which is something people don't talk about often with this card, but it can be an indicator of being kind and loving. And, you know, I'm here in my Love Yourself hoodie. And that's obviously something BTS has really perpetrated. Loving yourself, loving others, being kind. So this could be part of what this album is about. Because I can't remember the track list off the top of my head to get an idea of what these songs might be about. But, I mean, it can also be about meditation. They're getting a lot of shit about meditation. So if V is the only one that's been meditating, the rest of them need to get on board. Okay? But, no, I dropped it. But yeah, it's also a destiny card. And I think that BTS, the 7 of them, coming together and being what they are, who they are today, is definitely something that is destined. Like, they were meant to know each other and be friends with each other and create beautiful, wonderful music for all of us to enjoy. So next one. Oh, okay. The Death card. If you don't know, the Death card doesn't mean anybody's dying. It just means that transformation is coming. Changes are happening. Changes like Jungkook directing shit. This album could be a different style than we're used to. It could be a different vibe than what we are used to. But it's a positive change. So this could be, because they got a bunch of creative cards, this could be a new creative style for them. Because Death clears out the old and brings in the new. So this might be a new way for them to do something, or they're trying something new. But it's going to be a positive thing. We're going to like it. I mean, I think there's really only one song that they've ever released that I didn't like. So, yeah, they might be trying something new with this album. But it's definitely going to be good, I think. I don't think they make uneducated choices. I think they really plan out and think through what they're releasing. 3 of Pentacles. That's what it is. Coins, pentacles, whatever. What does this one call it? Pentacles. This is about teamwork and collaboration. I don't think they collaborated with anybody on this, but it could just indicate them all working together to achieve a significant goal. Like, that's what this is. Working together to achieve a goal, which obviously they've done. Let's see, what's the next one? King of Pentacles. Okay. The King of Pentacles is again a leadership card. All the kings are leadership cards, but it's also a business card, a wealth card, because he's got, you know, he is king of the coins, right? King of the money. He's about being ambitious and confident, which I think BTS, even if they're not feeling their best, they always come across confident. We know they're ambitious. Yeah, he's like, again, kind of that sugar vibe, can create reality from their thoughts, like turn vision into reality. And, you know, their last with their last album, you know, their video came out, and everyone, well, I thought it was Lord of the Rings, but everybody's like, oh, it's like Blade Runner. I've never seen Blade Runner, okay? So to me, it was Lord of the Rings, and V was full on Hobbit mode in his outfit. So that was ambitious, I think. Yeah, but he also talks about thinking things through, having a plan, right? Being well thought out and having it pay off because you took the time to make sure you were making the right choices and doing the right things and had a plan in motion. You weren't just free flying. Which, again, I think the Kings just indicate their overall energy as a group. Leaders and visionaries and confident, ambitious people. Ooh, Ace of Swords. These are about breakthroughs, new ideas. Breakthroughs could have come, like maybe all V's meditation has led him to a breakthrough that contributed to this album. New ideas. So, I mean, they came out with a new album, so obviously there were new ideas. How new was this idea of, I'm like just living on this Jungkook directed an MV situation. But he's good at everything, goddamn golden child. I'm not good at shit. Then there's him then, you know, he just breathes and he can do anything. It's not fair. I love him though. Yeah, let's see. Four of Cups. Okay. Four of Cups is again about meditation. That's a huge theme. It's about contemplation. Obviously, they put a lot of thought into these albums, as I said, you know. But it's also about reevaluation. Not doing something now, but doing it later. So maybe the idea they have for this album was something they wanted to do before and it didn't fit in. So they're doing it now. Could be. Somebody might have had the idea of whatever the theme for this music video is or the theme for this album is, and it didn't flow with what they were planning before, you know, for like the Love Yourself series or whatever. And now they're like, okay, yeah, we can work this in now. Knight of Cups is the last one for this pile. And this is about emotion, imagination, creativity. He's about exploring your passions and ideas. So I think maybe they all sat down and came up with ideas and they came together and brainstormed and said, hey, I really love this. What do you guys think? You know, or I want to try this. How about we do this? And, you know, came to an understanding and maybe worked a few of these different things in, because there's a lot of creative energy here, which BTS obviously is a very creative group, as I said. Yeah. I think that whatever they're doing now is something new and different. Like, it'll still be like Bangtan vibes, but maybe a slightly different style. And if Cookie's directing a video, it could be a different style, you know, than we're used to seeing. So maybe it's a little bit of a new sound or a little bit of a new look or something. Lots of meditation too. Like I said, I think they put a lot of thought into what they do. And V's been meditating a lot, so maybe they all should. If they're not, I think they all should. I mean, I can't do it. Every time I do it, it's like my whole body hurts the whole day. And I just feel horrible. And then people are like, you're doing it wrong. But I'm pretty sure there's no way to meditate incorrectly. But anyway, we got another pile to do. That again has, well, no, less cards than this. But yeah, let's get into the next pile. Alright. Last pile. I thought there were more of these than there are. There's not. Anyway. Let's see. Let's see what they've got. Ace of Cups. Cool. Again, creative energy. I really think this is going to be an album that very much showcases their creativity. It's come up a lot. Ace of Cups is also about compassion, and like it indicates that you are loved, and like you give love. They receive love from us, Army, and they give love to everybody. Like seriously, they're obviously very compassionate people. They spoke at the UN a couple of times now. Yeah, so maybe, I mean, the album's called B. So maybe that is what it is about. Something similar to loving yourself, loving others. We saw that in one of the other piles, and this card indicates about how good they are at giving and receiving love. Because they're good at giving love, they receive a lot of love. So maybe that's what it is about. Be yourself, love yourself, be kind to others, be compassionate. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I could be very wrong. I could be very wrong, but I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, the world. Okay, the world indicates accomplishment and success and celebration. And travel, but nobody's traveling right now, so we'll overlook that. Or at least most people aren't traveling. Like, this is like big travel, right? Like, you know, if they wanted to go to their parents' house, I'm sure they could. Like, I live in Florida. If I want to go to my sister's house, I can. Not like some states where you're lucky they let you go to the grocery store again now, which really sucks. But this card's also about not rushing into the next project. Maybe that's why I'm getting meditation cards a lot. Resting. I mean, they had to have been working through lockdown. We know they've been working. We've seen clips of them doing shit where they have masks on, whatever, but yeah, maybe after this, like, enjoy it. It's going to be a successful album. It's going to be another accomplishment for them. And maybe they should take some time and rest instead of rushing into their next project. You know, their next album, whatever it is they do next. Which sometimes I feel like they do. I feel like there's been many times where it's like back-to-back comebacks and things like that. Or album releases and whatever. So maybe they should sit back, enjoy what comes from this for a while, and then move on to their next creation. That also makes me think of Suga. I'm also Suga biased, so a lot of things make me think of my sweetness. But there was a time when they came back from a tour, a world tour, where he got off the plane and immediately tried to go back to work. Where the other guys were like, no, come home, rest for a bit, you can go in the morning, because they got back at night. And he said no, went directly to his workroom, and because he had been gone so long and he was so tired, he couldn't remember the passcode to his own workroom. Do you guys remember this? And he had to call a locksmith, and he would not leave. Like, I think there's actually a photo of it, where they, a couple of the other guys, or just Namjoon, maybe. I can't remember. It was a while ago. There's a photo of it somewhere online. He's sitting outside of his workroom waiting. And one of the other guys comes and brings him food. Because he needs to eat. And he tends to not when he's working. Not that he was actually working. But he was attempting to work. And I do the same thing. If I'm doing something like this, I'll spend all day doing this. You know, whatever I need to do for these videos, that I don't stop to eat. I don't even think about eating. I don't even think about being hungry. I've had this coffee over here for I don't know, hours. What time is it? 2:35. I have had this coffee for 2 hours and I've taken 3 sips out of it. If it's not in my line of sight, it doesn't exist. You know, and I feel like Suga's that kind of person too. He's also a Pisces like myself, so maybe it's just like a March baby birthday thing. So my brother's the same way, and his birthday's 2 days after mine. So, yeah, they should definitely do some non-work related stuff after this album comes out. What do we got next? Page of Wands. Page of Wands is about discovery, limitless potential, being a free spirit. So, yeah, maybe we know that these boys have limitless potential. They have shown that many times. This could also be another aspect of this new album. Telling ARMY that you have limitless potential. We had a card earlier that was about freedom. Freedom, free spirit. Not following the path. Creating your own path, being a free spirit. I wonder if that's the theme of this album. Be your own person, be a free spirit. Create your own path. The moon. Alright, the moon. Next card's the moon. In reverse. The moon is about releasing fear. And anxiety and confusion. Like, maybe this album has to deal with that. Maybe things that they were uncomfortable with, or made them a little nervous, or they were a little weary of, afraid of. And maybe they used this album as a way to work through that, or to help others work through that. Let's see, let's see. Oh, they got the 3 of coins again. I don't remember seeing that they collabed with anybody on the track list. But this is about, obviously, as I said, teamwork, collaboration, partnership. Can also be about learning. So maybe they learned a lot doing this album, learned a lot about themselves, about each other, whatever. But yeah, I like this because it indicates that they've worked on this actively together as a team. They get along well. There's no conflict amongst them, which is always nice to see. Let's move on. Knight of Cups. Oh, as we just did. Knight of Cups. You know, again, having a clear vision. He's about being bold and courageous. That's not a word. Courageous. Brave. He's also kind of about being willing to venture into the unknown. So I really think that they might be exploring something new and different with this album. Or expressing a part of themselves they haven't before. Or Cookie directing the MV was something unknown because he's not done that before. Like, I know he likes editing, which, God, boy, why? But, yeah, he's about passion and, inspired creation. So I think one of them, maybe from the meditation, maybe V, had, like, an inspired moment, and from it, now a path became clear. They were able to visualize this album, and they're being brave with it. Whatever it is, indicates bold, brave, courageous energy. Unless that's what they're trying to inspire in ARMY. Be bold and brave and courageous. Because you have limitless potential. Which was one of the previous... This one. Page of Wands, limitless potential. And they're always out there encouraging ARMY. Always. Let's see. Oh, got another, they get all the knights. Well, not really. They've got 2, but 3 knight cards. Knight of Wands is about, kind of the same thing as the Knight of Cups. It's about creativity and imagination and, like, the Cups are like the emotional cards and Wands are the creative cards, but they kind of intertwine a little bit. And, he's also another one that's about vision, or you have a vision of working hard to achieve that goal, that creative idea that you have. Let's see what the last one is. Queen of Coins. Queen of Coins. They got a lot of coins too, which I like to see because coins are all about financial success. But the Queen of Coins is about independence, which clearly they are. But it's also about work-home conflict, but I don't think it's that. I think it's like a work-home balance. Like, don't work so much you forget about the rest of your life. Because she's also the self-care, like she's a self-care card. Make sure you're taking time out for yourself and taking care of yourself so you don't get burned out. You know, Jesus. That's like one of the other cards that said, oh, the World. Wasn't it the World? Wasn't it the World card that said, don't rush into your next project? Yeah, don't rush into your next project. Make sure you're practicing your self-care. And maintain your work-home balance. So maybe they've been working on this album a lot. And, you know, since there's been lockdown. And they couldn't do anything else. They've just been, like, hardcore going at this album. So maybe once this is done, they should just sit back and relax and enjoy us enjoying their new album. Instead of rushing in to create something else for us to enjoy. Let this album have its moment. And they take a moment to relax and just breathe and be. You know, just be. But yeah, anyway, that's BTS reading. I'm very excited for this comeback. It looks like it's going to be very successful, very creative. And I expect great things, as I always do from BTS, and I've yet to be disappointed. So yeah, anyway, that's it for this reading. If you liked it, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified next time I post a video. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. My names are in the description box down below, and I will see you guys next time.